trying this again, though. Let's see if anybody finds this one. Ooh, I'm gonna be sour with the fact that the stream crashed and that none of the stuff that I bought works. If nobody can find me. If nobody can find me. Hello, anybody? Anybody here? Anybody in the chat? Oh, yes, I see people. Can you guys hear me? People are starting to come. Okay, cool. People are coming in. So I was over at Grant and Shelby's stream, and then I tried to fire up my stream after they did their giveaway, because I got this new technology that's working really well. It's working really well to record videos, which I'm super excited about for Florida. But what it is this attaches to my phone, and then this lapel mic attaches and can go up to 100 yards away, and is Bluetooth. And so it's supposed to be working. Let's try it one more time. I just wanted to try it out before I got to Florida. So is it working? Can you guys hear me? Anybody? Sorry about all the technical difficulties here going on. Oh, you can hear me. All right, awesome. So yeah, I'll have this, and I'll be able to, even when it's windy and rainy, it's waterproof and everything. And so I'll be able to talk in Florida through that. Sounds like I'm talking into a cup. Interesting. Okay. Well, I'll have to tweak the settings and all that, but I think the whole stream is being really weird. I don't know what's going on with it, because also it wasn't letting me turn my phone sideways, like this way that it is now. It was going, let's see. Yeah. So it was just freezing up. So anyways, what I wanted to pop up tonight and talk about or say is mainly that I am going to be in Florida. So starting Thursday, early morning Thursday. Yeah, I restarted my phone last December, I'm sure, Alan. No, it's probably been actually it's only been a day since I restarted my phone. I restarted it this morning. But something's up, and I just wanted to get it all sorted out, because also I wasn't sure how good the mic on my phone is at this point after all the adventures it's been on. And so I wanted to get a portable wireless mic and wireless flashlight. Well, duh. Those are all pretty much wireless. But anyways, so spotty video. Okay, that is my wife's fault. She's watching a show on TV. So I said, I'll just try using my phone on its own. So let me see if I can get better reception, like standing in the yard. But I won't do a long stream if it's just terrible quality, because that's pointless. And also I have all day to do a terrible stream if I need to. Thank you so much, Kenny. Good to see you, my man. Good to see you, friend. Thank you very much for the super chat going towards collecting. Glad to hear. Thank you very much, buddy. As I said, tonight we're having technical difficulties, but I'm hoping that we'll get everything straightened away very soon. And hey, it's Grant from the Garden of Eder. Grant and Shelby just did a great live stream. Oh, thanks for sending folks this way, by the way. Sorry you did so on a stream where I'm having technical difficulties. But so what I did was I was saying I got this wireless microphone and it hooks up to another unit that hooks up to the phone. And I can take this 100 yards wirelessly. And it's a directional lav mic. And it also has a little clip on it, and so it's kind of a lapel mic too, but it's supposed to be also waterproof. And so hopefully when we go down to Florida, when down in Florida, I can do some live streams on the spot. Audio is pretty good, and that's the most important for this. Okay, that's good to hear. Yeah, the footage is probably bad because my reception's not super great. But what I was saying is that I am going back to Florida. So I'm flying into Tampa, and I got a good friend of mine, my lawyer, actually, the guy who married my wife and I, who happens to be our lawyer and good friend, one of my best friends. He is an awesome character. He's been on the channel before. His name's Greg, and he's the kind of lawyer who like wears tie-dye suits, which that's, if you guys saw the tie-dye suit that I showed in one of my streams recently, the like 3-piece suit that's tie-dye, I made that for him to wear. So it should be, he's always an interesting character. So he's going to pick me up. He lives in Spring Hill, and like in the neighborhood on the north end of the town, and apparently it's like really close to where all the action's going on, to where I'll be speaking over the weekend. And so I am hoping to go collecting. I'm hoping to talk to some of y'all that are in the area if you guys want to meet up. I was thinking that perhaps we will meet up either Friday or Saturday after the talk and swap, maybe. I don't know what they have planned, so I'll have to talk with Grant and figure it out. And but what I was thinking is maybe there's like a bar or pub or something, or a beach spot, like by the all you see are pixels. Sorry, we're going for the audio on this one really quick. Let's collect fish behind seagrass. That's what I'm saying. I want to go down there. So that is going to be on my agenda. We're going to go to Hot Pot. Sounds freaking great to me. Let's go to Hot Pot after the meeting. That's what we'll do. If you guys want to meet in person, say hey. Also, if you're not a member of the Pasco and Central Coast, I've heard it called several names now, but of their aquarium club, definitely come check that out, obviously, and see if the swap and all that is into your level of fishing. Am I still looking for beta testers? Yes, I am, and I got your message, Tristan. I am now waiting for the reply on the other end, the company, to let me know what to send out to who. So thank you for the email. And anybody else who wants to test Vivi out and is now nobody can really see anything, wants to test Vivi out and try out the new software that they're going to be using. It's basically going to be a new platform that links up users of the internet who want to record their aquarium's progress and their all their different water parameters, what fish are in there, what plants are in there, the fertilizing dose, and all that kind of stuff. And basically, we need some early testers who are down. That might have been really loud. I don't know, but it should be fun. Also, I got a net for Florida, and the net is, I think, 56 inches, and it's got a 16-inch bucket that's also 16 inches deep, 16 inches across, and it's triangular. So it all folds up into 21 inches of in the handle, like telescopic thing. So I'll have that and a tripod and so I took basically all the I think last month we had around this part of this month, and then last month, I think the channel made around $289 in super chats and like um, gifted memberships and stuff. So I spent all that money on stuff for the channel. So thank you guys so much for that. And then also they're flying me in and offering to put me up and all that stuff. As far as like, they're saying you can crash at so and so's house or check this out or that out. Um, but I have a dog allergy, so I'm probably going to be staying in a hotel for some of the time and then moving around too, because I've talked to Lucas Bretz and I definitely want to go stay with him for a night or two. And um, the whole thing should be fun. We should record it. Obviously, whatever Grant lets me share, I'm going to check out his place and his shrimp. And then also, I mean, really, the reason I'm going and staying longer is to go collecting for plants and fish. So I'm extremely excited about it. Brian, thank you so much. If the place in Ruskin, well, maybe I will take you up on that then. That might be as early as Friday. Then I'll check tonight and see what's going on with my buddy. He was going to pick me up on Thursday from the airport because flying to Florida, even direct, is like about an 8-hour ordeal with check at the airport and everything from here. So the flight itself is 6.5 hours, I think, like 6 hours and 21 minutes or something. But then like taxiing on the runway and check-in and all that stuff, who knows how long that ends up taking. And I'm not going to check any bags. I'm just going to bring a hiking pack and my fishing gear, basically. I'm bringing my little collapsible fly rod and probably my Tenkara rod. And I've been to the Tampa St. Pete area like, I don't know, 5 times or something like that. Oh, right on. Your treat. I majored in hospitality. And thank you for being a member again. Using your member chat for that, Grant. You are a man of class and of talent as well, and hospitality. Um, so yeah, it should be really fun. It's been 4 years, I think, since I've been in Florida with the channel, which was when the channel was a wee baby. And so, yeah, I'm sure I look like a Minecraft character. It's probably because if I share the internet with my wife, let's see what happens. Um, we'll see what happens. But that my main concern was the sound. I wanted to test this for live streams, especially with lightning and thunder, which it looks like there's going to be a lot of the week that I'm there. There's just a lot there all the time. But because of that, it gets really loud sometimes on a mic, or if it's raining or the wind. So this is like supposedly like weatherproof mic. So I'm stoked on it. Thomas says, Alex, any thoughts on a Chiros 2 versus the Twin Star E for a 90p high-tech tank? I would go with the Twin Star. Now there aren't a ton of like features and things, but there really aren't on the Chiros either. The Twin Star E is pretty darn good. The EA or the EA or E, what's the other one now? EA and EI. Anyways, the E series is really good and it's pretty reasonable, which is awesome. Hey ABC, what's up, Mark Sterlson, Nate DeShrimpnut, Thomas, who I'm answering a question of. ABC, Biotopes, always good to see you. Hopefully, like I said, I'm gonna be collecting in Florida, and I'm gonna have all my gear like ready when I'm at the the bus stop, and there's a little ditch nearby that I want to check out. So it should be really exciting. Let's see here. Zen says, how does your wife feel about being out there in the weather that week? Yeah, I don't know how she feels, but she's not going. She left me high and dry. So I'm going, as you can see, I'm standing in a floodlight in the backyard next to the house where the router's right inside the other wall. But so I'm basically this was just the more important thing, is that the wireless mic is working, because that I have some ideas for videos. Also, maybe I'll have a GoPro. Like this month has like a crazy amount of expenses because I'm going to Chicago. Like all the cities I will be in this month, in the next 30 days from this point on, is Tampa, and then Florida. Hope we'll probably be going up to Ocala, and actually then I'm going to be going up to see Lucas Bretz hopefully on the Monday, Tuesday of my trip, and then probably Thursday, Friday, I'll be just hanging around with my buddy Greg and whoever else is around, like Grant and Shelby, if they're around and want to do something. Maybe I'll go say hi, see them. There's a 3-hour time difference, and it's ahead, so I'll actually feel like it's earlier in the day when I get there. And then I've got basically 5 days in Florida. So we're definitely going to, I mean, I don't know yet if I need to rent a car or if people are going to be down to go with me, but it seems like enough people have contacted me saying like, hey, I'm down here. I want to go collecting. I want to do this or that, or I want to go check out the local stores. So really what I'm trying to do is make as many videos as I can, and then hopefully I can write off like at least 50% of whatever I buy and do, you know, almost everything but some of the food. And if I buy any trinkets or whatever, basically I can write off, which is pretty exciting, about the trip. So then I'm going to go, I would love to come to NY. If you can get a club to invite me to come speak, I would absolutely love to come out there. But yeah, so I will be in Central Florida, essentially up to the armpit of Florida, and then fly back to Seattle. Then I have 1 week, and then I'm going to Chicago for the AGA, the Aquatic Gardeners Association. Then, and we're going out to, I think, what is it? Indiana. Yes, so from Chicago, Illinois, then we're going to Indiana, I think, to go collecting. And then we're going to go out to, I want to say like Minnesota or something like that, and then doing that, and filming stuff because you guys help fund that trip under Alan's pressure of the GoFundMe. Have to say is incredible. I'll be going if it weren't for you guys. So I want to make sure I made the trip a little longer. Sorry about that. There goes the internet. Trying to get hooked up with and I have, it's just a maybe, also with the Florida Aquaculture Lab. They want to meet up if their day is clear. They're gonna then want to meet, which is great because they're working on all new types of fish that you've never seen before, from genetically modified stuff all the way to just brand new brand new shrimp, brand new crayfish lines that are never before seen. Like that's where they mixed the sturgeon and the paddlefish and made the sturtle fish. That's where the blue tang is being bred in captivity. That's where the firefish are breeding in captivity. So it'll hopefully be pretty exciting to go there and see that again. It might have to be, the moon is quite the UFO behind me. And I don't know. I'm just really excited. I'm trying to think like, what do I need to bring that I'm forgetting? The other thing that I'm debating bringing, because I'm trying to do all carry on, and with my fishing gear, they're gonna look at me like you're crazy with the things I'm bringing. But I'm thinking about bringing like a little teeny drone too, so that I could take shots and also just look and patrol the river up ahead of where we're at if it's dense forest and so forth. So between the GoPro and the drone, those are the two big things that I want to get for the channel next. And then other than that, like we're just gonna get to see lots of cool things. hopefully catch lots of elosoma, see alligators, and you know, everything from flamingos to pelicans and all sorts of stuff. It should be great. I'm gonna bring my air pump too, so that if I want to, I can bring some fish home. In theory, probably a better idea just to send them into overnight postage to my wife. So yeah, um, I don't know. I'm just really excited, guys. And then Chicago, then back to Portland, well, back to Seattle, then to Portland, and then out to Cincinnati and Columbus, and then back to home. So it's going to be quite a while. I don't know that anybody is going live after me. If you go to fishfam.link, you can check the schedule and see who is. Hey, Nino Franklin, thank you very much for becoming a lurker, my friend. Oh, membership was gifted. All right. Did somebody just gift memberships? I hate how it doesn't tell me anything about that. But whoever did that, thank you so very kindly. That is so very nice of you. And welcome aboard, my new friends and members. Definitely check out the membership and community tab. That tab is where all the extra content is, or content that's up early. So yeah, if you want to check that out. And for other folks, I've been making the videos not private anymore once it's been like a month or two. So I just hate having a wall over my stuff. But I do want to give some advantages to those of you who support what it is I'm doing day in and day out. And lately it's been really busy. I'm working on a project with both Aquatic Arts and also Vivi. I've been doing freelance like graphic design work and stuff. So back to that for a moment while people are curious about it. If you would like to do beta testing, which is early adopter stuff for Vivi, which Aquatic Arts and a few of like these high name breeders, like the biggest uh, Charax crayfish spawners and breeders in America are going to be in on it. And anybody who wants to can also sell on there. But what we're looking for in the next few weeks is people who want to share photos of their tank. So you basically build an avatar of your tank online, and you say, you know, this is a black water tank. This is, it's got 2 Ultim Angels or whatever, you know, and if you want, you can add the pH, you can add, you know, how much potassium you dose, how much this or that, your temperature, the plants that are there, your substrate, a story about it. You've got your own profile. And then they're going to try to like draw conclusions over the long run and show this under this learning tab. Plus, there's going to be care guides for every fish sold there. So it's going to be like Aquabid with care and support. Plus, all the fish have to ship overnight. And when they launch, it's only going to be a box of fish, which I think is a typical bags that would fit several fish in each one, like 6 tetras or whatever. I think you can fit about 6 in that size. It's about the same size as a medium flat rate box once the insulation and everything is accounted for. But that's going to be a killer deal for only $25. And I'm working with them, but they don't pay me, and I'm not making any commissions. They're not paying me to speak about the product. It's just I want to get some folks from our community, if they want to, and get you guys involved with the tanks, because I have always wanted there to be an app or a website or whatever where you can say like, oh, I'm breeding lemon and citrus, and I want a long fin variant, and I've got 2 long fin females and a short fin male, and you can list that in your tank. You can add pictures, whatever you want. And then you can say, but I'm looking for a long fin male rather than the short fin male that I have. And when someone has it, it will alert you and tell you that somebody has listed that thing. Same with like plants and frags and all sorts of stuff. You'll be able to make a wish list. And then on that, it's going to have all the care info about that species, plus other videos and links to multimedia and little hints and tips and it's all going to be guaranteed live arrival, of course, or your money back. And it's also going to be giving a whole bunch of money to nonprofits like David has always done, who owns Aquatic Arts. He's always given like 10 to 20% whenever they have a sale of the profits to shelters or nonprofits that take care of fish or tanks and what was it, teachers and tanks, tanks in the classroom. Also stuff like that where it's just really good causes, and I think that all works in tandem really well with the Green Earth Alliance, which Ivan Mikolji and I set up, also with the doc down in Peru, with his nonprofit. They're all like in a similar vein as far as the morals, the ethics, and all that kind of stuff. And I'm just really excited about it, that it's all kind of coming together, and now this site's going to launch soon. But if you'd like to be an early adopter, obviously it's going to be free and everything. But to be that, I'm just going to request that like you can upload some semi-decent photos, like, that look okay. And your tank doesn't have to be a crazy, beautiful aquascape. If you have breeding tanks, that's fine. If you have shrimp tanks, that's fine. If you have a pond, that's fine. Whatever it may be, just share your world of fish keeping. And it's kind of going to be like the way I described it when I'm working with the graphic design team and the user experience team on this as like a freelance gig that I've done, is it's going to be the LinkedIn and the Aquabid, but it's so different and better functioning and looking than Aquabid. But it's going to be like the LinkedIn of your aquarium, where you can like share a link and everybody can read everything going on with your aquarium. So if you're having a problem with your aquarium, you can say, okay, Alex, here's a link to my aquarium. Here's and then that'll show me the gallons. It'll show me which fish are in there. You could say, I can't get this to breed, or these two fish are fighting. Well, what should I do? And then I can look at all that info and be like, boom, you need a dither fish, or you need a better filtration, or you got plenty of filtration. That's not the issue, like, don't worry about that. So it's going to be really cool in that sense to have a service like that that's totally free. And then also that if you're a purchaser, it's actually going to be less expensive than like Aquatic Arts and so forth. Same owner, and that's it though. Like, they're separate companies. One's in Indianapolis, the other's essentially in LA and DC, in Chicago, split up with different tech designers and web designers and the creative team, the marketing team. They're all in different places. But it's going to be really cool. It's going to have a lot of the same ethics and like strategies that Aquatic Arts employed, but less of a space that's reaching out or having anything to prove, and more of a publishing platform, kind of just like a platform like Twitter or MySpace or whatever, content with your fish. It's also going to have things like you can record your water, your ammonia, your nitrates, your nitrites, your potassium, your calcium, manganese, magnesium, all that stuff. And then it'll graph it for you over time, and you can see like trends in your aquarium. You can record all that. So that's the idea behind it, is to have like this interactive digital representation of your aquarium, where you can show others like new and innovative things you're doing, and you can also ask for help or assistance or learn new things based on deficiencies, because it's easy to just take a glance and then help one another. So I'm really excited about it. If you want to be a part of that, then you can just email me at alexanderjwilliamson@gmail.com, and we'll get you set up with the early adopter access, and then we'll just ask that you're building these tanks of predominantly right now they're also trying to find people who are selling, but right now they're focusing on going out in person and also doing like video interviews, vetting very thoroughly folks who are spawning and breeding like Daniken amounts of fish. Like their whole house is for spawning fish, that kind of level. Then it will be home breeders and things like that. But basically, they want to get some of those big clients or big accounts on there so that there is stuff on the site, so that there's stuff to buy, and so that they can also bargain and get their shipping to be super cheap. It's going to be even cheaper than that $25 flat overnight rate eventually, because if you're like one zone away, it's going to be able to calculate that in the future, but they're just starting without it for now. So there's 6 shipping zones in most private shipping companies and the USPS. And if you're shipping from Florida to Washington, that can be a lot more money. That could be $180 right now to ship something in theory, like with FedEx, that's fragile and I don't know, 5 pounds and medium-ish size, like a little over a foot. Boom, you're at like almost $200. It's gonna be $25. So I'm really stoked they were able to bargain with the amount of people that they're anticipating adopting use of the site. And there'll be transparency of like, where did you get the fish? It's going to say if it's local bred, home bred, and anybody selling is going to have a tank that totally is transparent in what are the water conditions, what medications are treated, what's your protocol for this, that, the other, how do you think people should introduce these to their tank, like what sort of method of like, is it plop and drop? Is it time slow drip acclimation? So it should be pretty neat. I'm really excited about it. Mark says, let's talk the Zen Ginger into live streaming campaign. Okay. And then Killer Kitty says, Zen Ginger for president. I agree. Love me some Zen Ginger. She rocks. She the best. She just put up my email as well. So if you need it, if you want to contact me about this, do that. I also want that sound. Uh, uh, yeah, exactly. You'll be able to sell snowball plecos, anything that's legal and not irresponsible. So they aren't going to allow things like red tail catfish or like Wells catfish, things that are over. I think their cutoff is 5 feet long, which to me is more than fair. But they're also trying to make it so that it's not the Petco or PetSmart level of care. They want the welfare of the creatures and the quality of the genetics, the lines, the lack of illness and pathogens, all that to be front and center on this platform. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, Corundulan Works says, I'm stoked. It's a magic combo of Aquabid and Aqua Advisor, but better than both. Yeah, hopefully it'll be like that, plus Seriously Fish Base, Wikipedia, and then hopefully you'll be able to read articles about practical care and people who have experienced certain fish or certain tank layouts. But you'll also be able to get recommendations. Like 90% of people keeping Ember Tetras are able to successfully keep them with neon blue Tetras, something like that, So it should be really helpful for new people, but also for people wanting to share. Like, I'm trying out anoxic filtration, or I'm going to do some weird anaerobic bog filter. And this is how I did it. And here's the pictures of my steps. We'll be able to share it, which is really cool. So yeah, if you want to get in on that early, we need to start building profiles and just playing around And then it'll basically be like, if you find errors and stuff, just note it down. I mean, no pressure or anything, just so it does well. Also, I'm sure we'll be doing some giveaways. Aquatic Arts is also going to be doing some giveaways. And there was a kerfuffle. So Aquatic Arts didn't have a code, apparently. Secret 10 or Secret 15, which usually you guys can use at any time to get a discount from them. It was not active all month, I'm being told. So, found this out the other night. If you do buy something from Aquatic Arts and you want to get 15% off, just email them at info or at support or store. Any of their emails is fine. Any of their customer service stuff. And just say, hey, I watch Alex's channel and I thought there was a discount. Could you apply that? And they'll even retroactively apply that if you ordered in that period something and didn't get it. Same with the free, what do you call it? Dry shipping or ground shipping and that stuff. So it should be pretty cool. All right, guys. So I got all that spiel out of the way. And I also wanted to just say that I am totally open to what you guys would like to see from the channel. Do you want me to go look at saltwater fish? Do you want me to go to the Tampa Bay Aquarium? Do you want me to go to the University Research Center? That's what my plan is now. And then also, I'm hoping each day to do a little bit of collecting wherever it is I am. I've got all new also. Do I have them on me? No, we'll go grab them real quick, guys. But I've got all new. Ow! Of course, I stubbed my toe immediately. You guys know I'm the klutziest klutz of all the klutzy klutz. All right, it's getting dark. Very, very frightening. Thunderbolts of lightning. Me, Galileo. Galileo piggy rolls. Okay, so what I wanted to show you guys real quick is I also got this setup. It was on sale again. I already had a setup, but this is $100 lens setup. And so I've got everything from new macro lens for out in the field, new, and they stack, new UV and polarized lens, a coral lens to look under UV blacklight, like false or artificial light for frags or saltwater tanks. And then a super red light filter also. Also, we should be hopefully going and seeing some cool history stuff going on there too, with things like the first fish farms in America and flagfish, like when they entered the hobby. Elastomas, checking out, doing a species profile on site, or species spotlight rather, on site. Should be really neat. Killer fish, congrats on your fish toys. Yes. So between that and this little mic, and then I've got my long wired mic also. Also, I've got, hopefully, I do have an old GoPro. I don't know if it's worth bringing because it's a series 3 or 4 and it's not waterproof, but I've used it so little that at this point I feel like it was gifted to me so kindly. But at this point I feel like maybe we should just like give it its shot and you know, see what happens. I know the deep water exhibit at Monterey Bay Aquarium, you can go online for free and explore that whole exhibit right now on the Monterey Bay Aquarium website. I highly recommend y'all do it. It is really quite the beautiful spread of imagery and stuff. And honestly, it's more active. My wife was down there. It's more active than the actual the exhibit because you're able to actually see the fish. You know, they're not sleeping. They're not hiding in the dark. They've got, you know, ultraviolet or infrared, whatever type cameras they're using to show off the the different colors and the different markings and patterns that these fish have that we don't see with our naked eye. Naked eye, with my naked eye, with my naked eye. Dr. Pepper is gross. All right, we're gonna have to get the band hammer out and get Rico out of here. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I would love Delilah's Critters. I would love to go to Tokyo. That would be so freaking epic. The money that would cost, I'm guessing, would be very prohibitive for me to get there. But yeah, exactly. Nate, the shrimp nut. Definitely want to see Grant's. Oh, and if I didn't mention it already, I think I'm spending 2 nights up with hey, look at this balloon, isn't it fancy? That looks inappropriate, but whatever. So I'm spending 2 nights with Lucas Bretz, I think is the plan, up in kind of Florida's armpit area. You know, the armpit of Florida, man. Irene, yeah, you know, it was terrible, Dr. Pepper. It was warm and expired in 1967. Don't worry, it was terrible. You don't want it. It'd be cool to see some guests on the stream with me. Cough, cough. Yeah, I would. I mean, I will do that definitely in the future too. The problem has been when last time I had someone up here was other than in person was Bob's Steam Fought, and it was very clunky the way my software was working in the internet and stuff. And that is something that I need to figure out before I have like a tour or anything go on. Because yeah, I would love to show more people's fish rooms and have them explain what's going on and what they're keeping. Especially, you know, I can only hold so many fish. You know, I can only do so many spotlights on the stuff that's in my care. So yeah, it's definitely great to highlight other channels, and especially like ABC's Aquatic Biotope Creations. They've got a lot of cool stuff set up. Same with Maple Street and their native stuff. Really cool. Amy Lou, thank you so much. Again, thanks for using your little 20-month reminder. Almost 2 years supporting the channel as a member. Means so very much to me. It really does. But Dr. Pepper and all the other sodas on sale at Fred Meyer. Oh, good to know. Good to know. Right on. Chris Howell says, I have a GoPro Black 4 and a waterproof for it. I think you should be able to get one for your GoPro case. Yeah, that might be a good idea then. I'll have to go look and see if there is a Hocus Pocus by Focus. Now there's a song and a band. I'll have to see if I can find a case for it and all that. Also, the record time on those and how well they do record underwater and all that kind of stuff is a little less refined than like a newer one. When you're going back to 3 or 4 and now they're at like 10 and 11 generation. So I figure I just might as well get the newer and improved something or other, and we'll do that. Alexander, want to go on a fan boat? Yes, I do. I've been on one before, but I would do it again. I also, so another little thing that I have up my sleeve, this one's like a 1 in 10 chance that it happens. But a guy I went to high school with has a commission, as they call it, from the post office. And he is supposed to drop off mail by, it's called a flying boat, but it's really like a pontoon boat kind of a plane. What do they call those? Like a seaplane with the 2 pontoons. It's kind of like that, except for the wings itself floats. And then the body of the boat is the fuselage of the airplane. and it has wheels in it, so he can literally fold the wings up and drive it down the street. Probably not on the highway, but anyways, so he's got this old two-seater aircraft where you sit like fighter jet style, um, knees to butts, and he drops off the mail for like 50 some people who live down along the edge of the Everglades and had homesteads, or who literally have to take fan boats or boats into their property or planes, and he brings them their mail. Now, it just so happens he's going to be in Ocala on Tuesday that I'm there, and he was like, "You want to go for a flight if I end up, if nobody books his services for anything else that day, then he's gonna fly me over the Ocala State or Ocala National Forest and the Everglades Park, which would be incredible to see from a plane like 30 feet above the brush and the water, and then be able to land on those isolated pockets out there. So that is a thing that might happen too. That's another reason I wanted to get this whole wireless mic set. Let's try it without it, see what happens. Just curious if conversation, if you guys can still hear me and everything, because that killed this. Can you guys still hear me and everything? How does it sound in comparison now that I unplugged that stuff? But then also I've got battery banks ready and a Wi-Fi extender. So I feel like I should be pretty set to get some footage down there that looks all right. And yeah, I mean, sounds the same. Good. That's great. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on. And I just wanted to let you guys know that I am headed out, and I couldn't do it without you guys, and I couldn't take a week to go explore fish and give this talk. And of course, Grant's club, he helped book me and get me set up, so they're paying to fly me out there, which is so incredibly nice with how far that is. I know. Now I also do I do live presentations on any sort of, well, whatever, Zoom or Skype or whatever you'd want. I do that as well. So if anybody's club needs a talk, I do things on guppy genetics, on nanofish keeping, but mostly on, obviously, history and interesting tidbits, especially about ancient fish keeping, the origins of different species like Betta splendens and guppies, and the line genetics, and crazy morphs, and interesting stories about the early adopters of various things in the hobby. I don't have any report of anybody in the hobby keeping tropical fish in the Americas in the 1700s. They did have goldfish. Don't have any reports of that. But then the other day I came across a report, and it was talking about Benjamin Franklin had an electric eel colony, like a whole group of them, like 12 of them, that could produce, what was it, 500 watts each, I think is what it said. Adult 5-foot long electric eels that he brought back from, I want to say, Venezuela or Brazil. That early, though, on a boat, they must have come in the right time of year and everything. And so I need to find that story. Now, another interesting story that's going to be on the history part of the channel. And, oh, by the way, Delilah's Critters, thank you so much for becoming a secret supporter. I really do appreciate it. If you ever need to get a hold of me or have a question that maybe I could help you with, I don't always have the answers, but I usually have someone else who can help give you the answer. Thank you so much for supporting the channel and becoming a member. It means a lot. But yeah, so the other interesting thing is there's more info that's come out about prisoners keeping bettas in the 1960s and 70s. somebody sent me an article about well, the I don't know what to call him, the patriarch of tropical fish hobby or tropical fish hobbyist, tropical fish hobbyist magazine, um, Axelrod himself, and they were talking about, or they had a link to a story where he talks and names names specifically of a prisoner who came up with the two-tone color uh, Betta color morph. And I was blown away because every other old story that I could find um, doesn't have the prison or the prisoners or any ichthyologist names, and this does. So now I have a little bit more to go off of for research, because a lot of people have thought he made it up, but now I have corroborated with about 4 pieces of evidence or articles um, that prisoners were keeping bettas and were breeding them in the 60s and 70s, probably for fighting, but for color also, which is just fascinating to me that they would be able to do that clandestinely, secretly, keeping fish in like a shampoo bottle and then like taking it out to the sewer drain on a leash and like dropping it down there to let it get some, room, and tying it to the grate for a day or two, and then picking it back up when lockdown's over or whatever. It just, I gotta know that story. So yeah. Did you know Benjamin Franklin's house was renovated not long ago, and they found something like 17 bodies burned in it? Yeah, I did hear something about that. Um, doesn't really surprise me. Who knows what those crazy founding fathers, founding whatever you want to call them, uncles. Some of them we might not want to claim as fathers. Others, sure. But yeah, who knows what they were up to? And a lot of people say, "Oh, the kite and the key and the electricity." That's just a story to illustrate his point and his invention of lightning rods and all that kind of stuff. Well, I tend to agree that that's probably not the real full story. Also, I don't think he did it. I think one of his servants, aka maybe slave, might have been the word back then, he told, go hold this kite out in the field. I don't doubt that for a second when I've read accounts that say that. So, interestingly enough, yeah, wasn't it something to do with medical research? Yeah, they were really into like electrical shock, and I mean also like nitrous and laughing, well, that is laughing gas. They were really into that, and to trying out um, like electrolysis and anything having to do with like as these kind of mysterious enlightenment, the second enlightenment kind of, they were seen as this way to connect with science and yet not betray religion completely, almost like, yeah, almost like a pseudoscience. Like, you're not going to make the church mad, but it's almost like in the name of whatever it may be, the Freemasons, the hospital, the university, the spiritualist society. A lot of them did that because they didn't want to outright become atheists or condemn things like that. And that was probably a smart call, especially in a country founded by Puritans. ABC, you got to go. Well, you have a good one. You take care. Also, I think Fishery this week might be on hold. I've just got such a busy week with everything going on. And the news, all the stories that I found are about fish die-offs. So many fish die-offs, literally hundreds of articles. And even like the scientific journals are about more fish die-offs. And we did that episode about the crabs. So it might be that the next time you guys see me, I'm in Florida on Thursday or Friday, probably, Thursday night or Friday morning whenever I stream next. And then I'll stream hopefully at my normal time on Friday it'll be 7:30 Eastern, and then West Coast it will be 4:30 on Friday. So we'll try that again, and hopefully we'll just have good internet in a hotel and whatnot, sitting without the stuff behind me. But tonight I just wanted to talk to you guys, repeat myself about if you want to be involved with Vivi, and the early adopter program of that, and some people that I was asked if I could find some folks that were interested in doing that and willing to take pictures of their creatures and their plants in their tank, and share the info, and show what it is that they want to do on there. What things would they like the site to be able to figure out for them? You say all of a sudden, boom, I've got columnaris, and it says 7 out of 10 aquarists tried these things to deal with it and it worked, or this didn't work. All that stuff, plus backed up by peer-reviewed stuff, should be really cool. Zenny will fill my spot. Yes. Take a week off if needed. We'll be okay. And you've got priorities, sir. Nobody will be mad at you. Yeah, Zen, maybe if you filled in my spot. The problem is when I miss a stream, nobody gets alerted anymore. So, it took me now 3 streams just to get, 50 of y'all alerted, and I think it's mostly thanks to Grant sending folks over. A lot of people are not getting alerts about videos or anything, and it's because I messed up when my cat passed away and when I was sick. And by the way, my voice is still, if you can hear it, it's still very hoarse, and I lose it if I talk too long. So I'm getting better, but hopefully on my trip, I feel like inevitably just flying and being places and talking to clubs, there's a pretty good chance that happens. So wish me luck on all that. But I am just really excited. The only work and another side trip issue that conflicted, and I am so excited to see that rolling flashes of lightning on the horizon, and the just sounds like someone's wiggling a board of sheet metal next to your ear all night long. I love that kind of cracking sounds of lightning that you hear in the afternoons down there. So guys, I don't know if anybody else has any more questions that they need me to get to. Tonight was kind of just a rundown of telling you guys what's up. Also, I will have new aquatic arts codes soon, and they are releasing brand new stuff on their site very soon. They have a bunch of things in quarantine, including a lot of shrimp and those breeder packs, and crayfish and snails and breeder packs. So if you want to buy something in the meantime, email them, just email them, and they'll credit you back on your card or give you cash towards your next purchase or whatever it may be. Are you and Lucas going to live together when you're in Florida, going live together? Yeah, I think that's the hope, is that Grant and I, maybe even Brandon, the blind fish keeper, I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there. I haven't confirmed that. But yeah, I think we're going to try to do some collaborative videos for all of our channels, but also I know Grant and I wanted to talk a little bit more about, I've been researching where the starting point lines are coming from, like the Serrata, the Long Manai, and other strains of the small shrimp. He knows the colors and what crosses with what to make which color. So we want to talk about that in an episode and kind of update that whole shrimp genetics chart thing that I did 4 or 5 years ago. That's still one of my more popular videos. Sorry about the technical difficulties at the beginning of this stream, obviously, but thank you guys for joining me. I really appreciate it. I will be back for sure on Friday in the afternoon or evening if you're in the East Coast. It may be a little later, a little earlier than normal, depending on where I have internet and when I get to a spot. If I'm at Grant's house, we're gonna look at Grant's fish and talk to Grant, fish and shrimp. Whereas if I'm just at the hotel, then we'll probably have a more laid back session. But either way, I'm really excited. I'm tired already, so I just hope my health cooperates also. But I just have to thank you all for being a part of this. And again, Alexander J. Williamson is the email if you guys want to be a part of the Vivi beta testing group. And yes, I know it's beta, but beta, calling it beta testing is too cute. We couldn't miss that opportunity. Thanks for the well wishes and for the support and love you guys always give, and the interesting stories and stuff you guys leave in the comments and all that. I love it. Thank you. So have a wonderful night, guys. I'm going to hand it over now to whoever wants to stream at 9 p.m. on the West Coast, midnight on the East Coast. And we should have some really interesting videos coming out in the next few weeks. And just stick with me. Let me know if there's anything you guys want to see, especially if it's non-strictly aquarium, like if it's aquatics, like frog, amphibian, manatees. If we see any of that stuff, I'll probably do a nature video. My hair is so like presidential. No, it's not. It's sloppy, but I feel like it's very like Conan O'Brien or like Bill Clinton, or I don't know. It's just very like, or maybe Trump, like where it's just stuck in place. It's just bouncy, but it's a big fuzzy puff ball comb over mess. Let's make it look more punk rock, more mad scientist. Speaking of Lucas Bretz, also I think I'm going to be bringing some of my art to sell and sign, including the original pieces. So if you're in the area for the talk on Saturday, which I'm giving on 10 moments in aquarium history that changed the hobby forever, or most influential moments in the aquarium hobby, I think you guys would have a good time coming by. So don't be afraid to. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. My voice is starting to fail me on, or fail, starting to crap out on me for being such a good mod, Zenny, and I will tell guys, look. So this is the kitty that is my stray that I have been feeding, but ever since Bodhi died, she's actually come up and been so loving and sweet that she'll sleep out here while I edit videos on my phone or I read or whatever, and she'll just sleep at my feet. And it's just crazy because she wouldn't even get within, I don't know, 20. Hold on, sweetie. Hold on, guys. She wouldn't even get within, I don't know, 20 feet of me. And now she'll let me pet her. I'm very aware that, stray cats, their teeth and their claws carry some nasty bacteria, but I've been very calm and very, approach her from down below, then above, and she's becoming much more tame. So, and she's got her little ear clips, so she definitely was a stray that was fixed and then released. It's okay, sweetie, Silky, it's okay. But it's just so strange how she's come to me and relaxed since my cat passed away. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna hop off of here, and if you guys have any thoughts or questions, comments, concerns, leave them in the comments, and I'll see you guys when I'm in Florida in a few days/hours. I'm so excited, and hopefully we'll be catching lots of cool nano fish, including some invasive weird fish. It should be pretty cool. Thank you so much, mods, lurkers, rewatchers, all of y'all. You rock, and thank you for letting this channel be what it is and supporting me. Appreciate it. All right, guys, have a good night. Take care.